Bitcoin, yes, Bitcoin is above $16,000. It has been the best producing asset in the past year. Nothing has been better than it. And people are starting to wake up. I got old friends hitting me up out of the woodworks about Bitcoin. People are talking about cryptocurrency, old family members. Are we officially in the bull run? I predicted Bitcoin to be above $20,000 by the end of this year. I do think, and yes, I will put my reputation on the line, that Bitcoin will be above that number before 2021. Keep watching. What's going on, everybody? Alex back with another cryptocurrency video. Today we're talking about Bitcoin, everything Bitcoin. Bitcoin's above $16,000. We're going to be detailing all the bullish indicators. I did predict that Bitcoin was going to be above 20K by the end of the year, and I am standing by that prediction. I still think it's going to happen. I think from $16,000 to 20K is not that big of a leap, as long as we can hold above the $16,000 mark there. And it's been showing ridiculous signs of bullish momentum. I will be going over all that. But before we get started, guys, if you haven't already subscribed to the #1 cryptocurrency channel on the internet, well, do us both a favor. Hit that subscribe button as well as the push notification bell so you can get videos like this all the time. And just one update to Alex's life. I am creating a second YouTube channel. I'm getting problems from Google AdWords. I'm getting suppression issues from YouTube. I want to diversify my platform. So guys, go follow me. I'll leave the link in the description below. Follow my second YouTube channel. It's going to be more entrepreneur based. It's going to be like my back end of my life, more like me, less cryptocurrency. And this will be like my official cryptocurrency channel. That does not mean I'm slowing down with any uploads when it comes to cryptocurrency. I'm still on it. This is still like the majority of my life, but I do like talking about other subjects that I noticed that a lot of people, don't typically respond well to on this channel. So again, follow my backup channel. It's going to be like more entrepreneur based. It's going to be more well-versed, more self-help, cool stuff that I like doing in my spare time to better myself and actually help understand cryptocurrency better. I do think they work hand in hand as an investor. But besides that, let's jump into the video. So as you can see here, Bitcoin's above $16,000. It's been fighting. It's showing, again, like I said, a lot of bullish momentum. So as you can see here, we have broken out. We have broken out to the upside. We're just basically seeing if it could stay above $16,000 for a long period of time. It'll be great to see it above $16,000 on the weekly. Okay, so if we see it close above $16,000 on the weekly, then I would like to see it on the monthly. And then from there, we're basically off to 20K. And then after 20K, it's no man's land. Nobody knows where it's going to go. But I will say it's going to probably go parabolic after 20K. So as you can see here, the total market cap of all cryptocurrency is doing something very similar to Bitcoin and has broken out as well. So you can clearly see that cryptocurrency, most of the adoption is going to Bitcoin right now. Also in this video, I'm detailing information about altcoins. So if you feel like you got left behind or something, and you don't have that much Bitcoin and you're kind of holding some bags, it's okay because altcoins will make a move. And this is all important and relevant to altcoins. As you can see here, the total market cap is following the exact pattern of Bitcoin. And while Bitcoin is doing extremely well, the dollar currency index looks like it's breaking this historical line of support. So this historical line dating back to like what? Dating back to 2011, it looks like it's becoming resistance. So that's majorly bearish for the US dollar. At the same time, again, Bitcoin is doing really well. So again, it's not completely confirmed. I would like to watch this a little bit longer, but I will say that Bitcoin is holding up really well while they're printing money. In other news, really, really important, the biggest bank to issue $3 billion in bonds tradable for Bitcoin. The second biggest bank in the world is getting involved with cryptocurrency. Increased adoption, increased institutional adoption. Guys, I don't know how many times I got to tell you, it's a get with it or get left behind scenario with cryptocurrency. Other banks, other major, anything that has to do with fintech or anything that has to do with finance will have to get with it or get left behind when it comes to making money, because people are opening up and adopting Bitcoin at a rapid rate. And at the same time, all this positive news and Bitcoin blowing above $16,000, we have Ray Dalio, which is an extremely smart guy in finance. If you haven't read his book, I have read his book, Principles. You should definitely look into it. It's a good read. He is coming out publicly and being negative against Bitcoin. And we see this all the time. For some reason, these big people, these big influencers in the finance community, they like to come out either in a negative or positive way. And the people that have some type of financial incentive to do the negative thing will do it. So it looks like he perfectly timed it. I'm gonna go over his arguments and I'm gonna break it down for you guys. I'm not trying to say I'm smarter than Ray Dalio. I'm just saying there's definitely solutions to what he's proposing here. So the first thing he says is a lack of venues that will accept cryptocurrencies for purchase. Today, I can't take my Bitcoin and buy anything with it. Easy, at least, as from what he's saying there. So this is really true. Historically, people have tried to use Bitcoin for payments. It's extremely volatile. And the funny part is nobody wants to spend Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is not working as a peer-to-peer electronic digital currency, but there's something I will propose to you guys. And MakerDAO just happens to be having news at the same time. So as you can see here, MakerDAO, if you don't understand what it is, I want you guys to look into it. But basically you can create stable coins called DAI from collateralizing Ethereum. So you could do the same thing, and I do anticipate the same thing will happen for Bitcoin. There will be some type of smart contract on Ethereum that will come and collateralize an actual stable coin so that people can use that to pay for things and collateralize their Bitcoin. So you don't actually use Bitcoin for the actual transaction. Guys, Bitcoin's way too slow. Everybody knows that. But you can use it as a store of value while you actually have a payment system similar to DAI, and this will most likely happen. That solves that completely right there. So I've said it before, Bitcoin's success is tied to Ethereum. I believe Ethereum is like, kind of connecting everything together. So I think both of them go in hand. They're saying Bitcoin and other cryptos are too volatile to be considered an effective store of wealth. The volatility hurts Bitcoin to use transactionally because vendors, okay, so he's basically saying the same thing over and over again. He's saying it's too volatile to be considered an effective store of wealth. Yes, in the short term, it is. But if people start wisening up and understanding what the actual powers of it is, you could see historically, Bitcoin is not really that volatile. Historically, it goes up, right? And this is back from 2015. Again, the day-to-day fluctuations are big, don't get me wrong, and even the week-to-week and month-to-month. But I will say that it's lowering, right? As more money gets into cryptocurrency, the law of diminishing returns lowers the volatility of Bitcoin, as well as long-term, Bitcoin's almost always good. It's preserving purchasing power. I mean, if you want to talk about volatility, let's talk about, how the US dollar is losing ridiculous amounts of purchasing power, and the fact that they're printing so much money that you actually have to make 50% a year just to preserve your purchasing power. That's how bad it is with the United States dollar. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch this video here. It's really important. It talks about inflation and how they're inaccurately reporting it and how they've been ruining our perception of how much money we should be making per year. Shadow government statistics basically looks at actual statistics without taking the government's word for it. And they're claiming there's an L-shaped recovery. There was a lot of people predicting, smart people like Ray Dalio predicting that the market would be a V-shaped recovery to where we would just kind of really bounce back and the virus would have no effect on the economy. Being that it's an L-shaped recovery, it looks horrible and it looks like it's going to make lower lows. That's just the truth. At the same time, Willy Woo, you should definitely follow him, guys, on Twitter if you want some data science models. Very smart guy. He made the stock to flow ratio, which we'll be going over in this video as well. He's basically saying that the green circles are predicting the start of the bull run. You could look at the on-chain RSI, which again, you can see on his website. And it's predicting that we have literally broke out of that blue bubble and it's time for the money to start piling up. At the same time, the US dollar value of cryptocurrency liquidity locked up has hit another record. We're seeing records being broken on Ethereum, okay? While Bitcoin is breaking records itself. Here's another interesting statistic from Azari. You can see that when it comes to publicly traded companies and Bitcoin treasuries, 81,154 Bitcoin, or 0.5% of all Bitcoin in circulation, is held in treasuries of publicly traded companies. And I believe that's going to be a higher percentage in the future. They're eating this up. Again, like I said, these companies are getting with it right now. And the reason for it is because we're currently on track to overcome silver, right? We're overcoming silver's market cap, which is about $1 trillion. We almost did it in 2017, and we're getting really close to doing that now. So once we overcome silver, then it will be the same reasons why people buy gold will be the same reason people buy Bitcoin, which we're starting to see that already. We're literally starting to see that already. And as you see here in this actual title, Bitcoin will devour gold, says MicroStrategy CEO. I mean, they're an avid investor in cryptocurrency. As you can see here, they're the #1 when it comes to publicly traded companies. And they've made a ridiculous amount of money already. Looking at gold and Bitcoin in comparison, they have similar qualities. But obviously, Bitcoin has more upside potential. It's more of an asymmetrical investment. And just to conclude this video, like we talked before, I do want to talk about the stock to flow X. So you can read this whole article for yourself. Again, this is created by Plan B, which is the original creators of stock to flow. They're basically just using data from gold and silver to make predictions with Bitcoin. So as you can see here, I've said it before, Bitcoin has to pass silver. So we're getting close to passing silver. And then eventually we'll start passing the market cap of gold. And if that does happen, If what we are proposing there happens, right, and we pass the market cap of gold, you can see that Bitcoin, the prediction of it anywhere from 2020 to 2024 can be $288,000 per coin. Per coin, it can be $288,000 per Bitcoin. So I don't care how much Bitcoin you have, that's a lot of money. And I want to conclude it on this altcoin subject because I'm just going to show you guys exact buy points of what I'm going to do. So this is basically Ethereum versus Bitcoin. And you can see that since 2018 in January, Bitcoin has just been dominating Ethereum until right here. And we've been recently making higher highs and higher lows, right? So I do project that Ethereum will eventually do something like this, where it outcompetes Bitcoin and does like a 3 or 4x in comparison to Bitcoin. And that, my friends, is when I'll start selling Ethereum. But for now, it could be a good buy point. I do see it bouncing off this line here or doing something in the future. And as Bitcoin keeps rising in dominance, right? Let's scroll in a little bit. It will get to this point right here. And when it does, at that point, I will actually sell some of my Bitcoin to buy Ethereum. Because I do believe, yes, Ethereum will do better than Bitcoin in short periods of time. And you can literally see right here, it's been doing better than Bitcoin at about a 72% in the last 300 days. And I project it to do better in the future. So again, if you would have held Ethereum from anywhere from 2019, December of 2019 to now, you'd be 74% better than if you were holding Bitcoin. And I think that's interesting to look at and to cycle trade. And if you guys don't know what cycle trading is, I recommend it. You guys go below to fundamentalsecrets.com. We talk about everything cryptocurrency. I got a private group. I answer personal questions. We dive deep into cryptocurrency on a level I wouldn't be able to accomplish on YouTube. And I basically give coaching and consulting in cryptocurrency and exactly the moves I'm making. Sometimes people just like seeing what the moves I make. Because it's been profitable in the past. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. If you like the quality of this content, hit like. If you don't, leave some constructive criticism. Subscribe for more video updates. And like I always say, if you don't get with this technology, you will get left behind. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Catch you in the next one.